Hello, and welcome to the Business Alliance Group with Miss D. Today, we're going to talk about three things that you should think about before you start your business. So make sure you grab your pencil and paper or your business journal, and we'll get started. Be sure to join me on Facebook and YouTube at the Business Alliance Group for more information such as this. Let's go ahead and get started. This is what I like to call less than 5 minutes. You're going to grab some great information from this presentation in less than 5 minutes. So let's get started. Find an opportunity that matches your skills and your passion. You want to do something that you would do it even if you are not getting paid for it. Getting paid will be just the bonus because you love what you're doing each and every day. And that's going to make a big difference in the success of your business. The second thing is do your research. You definitely want to find out what the competition is, where they're located, what they're offering, so that you can find the areas in which you can provide the service faster or better, or even produce a better product. Now, the key to this as well is do you have time and money? One without the other does you no good at all because it takes money to make money and you have to have time. Do you have enough capital to implement the business plan and operate for at least 3 years? Having that money, having that time is very important. So here's a quick little tip as well. A business will not see a profit for at least the first year. Even with an aggressive marketing plan, you may not even see a good profit for 3 years. So when you make your business plan, plan that out for the year and for 3 years. So you'll know where you're going and how to get there. Business plans are very helpful in this way, and many people will underestimate a business plan. So let's dive a little bit deeper into these three tips. So we talked about finding a business opportunity that matches your skills and passion. Here are some ideas or some skills and businesses that you may have been thinking about, and some that you may want to enhance in the market, do a little bit different businesses that you can see yourself doing long term that you know that you're going to be able to make it better. So you can choose some of the ones listed here, whether it's an office type position with this, it may be administrative or a desk job. And that could include things like working on a computer, customer service, tax CPA. Those are different. Administrative assistant, data entry, being a tutor. These days, you can do any of these items or jobs or tasks directly from home. Now, labor is when you actually have to go out in the market and physically work hands on. But you may be good at that, and that might be something you love. Construction, becoming a home mover, a building mover, whether it's for small buildings, large buildings, corporations, food establishments, like a restaurant, retail, where you purchase clothing and shoes, sales. Sales can go from the office administrative for desk jobs to a labor job where you're actually going to your customers. Child or home care services, healthcare services. These are also hands on because you have to physically use your hands to do that job. But whatever it is, make sure it's something that you love so much so that you're going to do it for free. Remember, being in a business for the money is not the number one sorry, being in business for the money is the number one reason your business will fail within the first year. You'll burn out, you'll try and try and try, and you won't succeed. So make sure it's something you love, and the money cannot be the only reason that you're doing it. Now, doing your research is very, very important. What is the competition doing? We already mentioned doing it better. So find a way to offer discounts, BOGO deals, buy one, get one deals, and freebies that no one is offering. But it must have value to the customer. However, it's very important to understand while the competition may not be offering specials, you certainly want to make sure that you earn a profit with any sale that you offer. And there may be a reason they're not offering the specials. Maybe you've got a product that costs so much you don't got a lot of markup and you can't do the buy one, get one free. So what you'll have to do to subsidize that is get another item close to what you're offering that is associated to it. So let's give an example. Let's say you sell coffee and you want to offer, oh, here's a special gourmet creamer for free if you buy the coffee at $5. Then you may have cushion to offer that coffee at $5, but also give away the creamer. Now, I know it's standard to give away creamer with coffee, but if it's gourmet and something special that's a little bit more on the market and not easy to find, but it's a quality creamer, your customer may be willing to do that. And you're able to give away something free that they can't find everywhere. So that's how that works. So is your product going to be priced competitively? This is why you're doing research to make sure. Is the product or service good quality versus quantity? Do you get a lot of them, like 10 for $1? Is that really a good deal? Are you really getting quality with the quantity? Or is it better to just do 5 for $1? Are there many or any seasonal restraints that will impact your profits? So if you're selling snow cones, no one's going to buy snow cones in the winter. Typically, they're going to buy that when the weather is warm in the spring and the summer. So be mindful of that and how much you'll have to save during those slower months to make it really worth your while and to find more locations, which is the next part, to make it worth it. Is your target location in the right area or suitable for the right customers? Are you creating or going to create the right customer base for what you're offering? Some products may not survive or do well in some areas than they may in other areas. It just depends. So you've got to judge for yourself, is this the right customer base to offer my product? If you're in an area, as an example, where they're all retired customers, you're certainly not going to sell diapers or baby products because they're past that point of having babies. So you want to keep that in mind. Are you able to avoid overhead costs, such as monthly leasing fees? In the beginning, you may consider being mobile. You may consider being online. You may consider just doing a Facebook or social media because there's too much overhead cost in what you want to do to immediately take on that storefront cost. So keep that in mind and be mindful of that because once you have a storefront, there comes along a whole suit of cost involved with that. Although you've got this great product that all your customers love, is it still worth your while to present and provide the storefront? So you don't want to cost yourself too much money in the beginning. So definitely do your research. And a tip here that I have for you, if your customer cannot see or feel the value, they still won't buy your product, no matter how cheap it is. Do you have time? Time is very important, and as we all know, time is something you can never get back, so you have to use it wisely. Research how long it will take you to provide the services, including prep and or delivery time. Depending on the business, you may need time to reset between services. Let's say a massage therapist, if you're providing a service, you've got a block of time to provide the service, but after that, you've got to reset and get ready for the next customer. So calculate that time accordingly. Time limits within the time limits will definitely impact your bottom line. Now, map out hours of your day you will be available to provide the service within a reasonable turnaround time. Whatever it is you're providing, let's say you're doing hair. We all know as women that have gone to the hair salon, it can take a lot of time when you have a stylist that needs to book 2 or 3 clients at a time in order to make their quotas and their numbers to be successful. But then they're working you around this customer, that customer, and it's just not reasonable in making the time count because then you're losing customers because they've spent their day all day and they're going to go find a private stylist because they don't want to spend that day on a Saturday when the weather's beautiful in the hair salon. And especially if they work 9 to 5, they only get 2 days to be off. And one of them being spent with you in the hair salon all day is just not their idea of fun. So be mindful of how long it's going to take you to turn around the service for your clients. And finally, here, how much business can be completed based on the time you have available? That's Pretty much what we were just talking about there. Or will you need others to help you make a profit? So if you're the owner of the salon and you know you need to do 20 customers, how many booths will you need? And how many customers will they need? Or how do you need to map out the cost of the booths to make it feasible to make sure you're making a profit with your salon? Be mindful of your time. Again, you can't get it back, and everything you do within the slots of time count. Now, money. We said it takes money to make money. In most cases, it does because you usually have to at least pay to have your paperwork done, and that's money, maybe not a lot, to get you going. So you do have to be mindful of all the costs involved. So let's really get into this. Write a list of absolutely everything you need to start your business: supplies, building materials, transportation costs, software, attire, employees, meals, etc. Give yourself two options: the worst case and the best case. Write down absolutely everything you need, as much as you can think of. Think of every part of the service you're going to provide for the moment that you book your client, see your client, finish your client, and then thank them after they're gone. And how to get them rebooked. What services will you offer next? What are all those costs involved in doing that and creating a great product and a great customer service experience? Will you need bookkeeping resources to track profit and loss to allow you to make adjustments month to month as you work through your first year? Your first year is very important. This is the year that you're going to make the mistakes. This is also the year that you're going to grow through those mistakes. And it's important to know where the mistakes and the weaknesses are so you can make the right adjustments to continue growing. Now, the last point I have on this one is to be sure to set up 3 accounts. So when you set up your business model, you're not going to just set up one account. You're going to set up 3. You're going to set up an account that shows you your profits. You're going to set up an account to set aside for taxes. And then you're going to set up an account for savings that's going to give you that cushion in case whatever happens. It's important to keep money separated for these purposes to create organization in your business and allow you to track what's coming in, remain as actual profit, or payable out the door. Money is very valuable, and sometimes you'll have investors, and having these outlines in place and this information in place is going to be very valuable to your investors. So I hope that this session has helped you today. If it has gone a little bit fast for you, you know you can go back and watch the YouTube presentation again. I like to keep it very real. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I do have a Facebook Alliance Group page. So on Facebook, we are the Business Alliance Group. Instagram, the_business_AG. On TikTok, I post daily tips at Business AG. There's a message center if you'd like to become a vendor and you'd like to do some one-on-one workshops with us, just let us know. And you can email us if there's any information that you'd like us to post about the business plans here at thebagmixers@gmail.com. Thank you for allowing me to share with you, and you share your time with me. I will see you next time right here on our channel at the Business Alliance Group. Thank you for allowing me to create, live, and believe in your success with you. This is where entrepreneurs meet opportunity.